Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle, make smart nutritional choices, move more and sit less, fight against the laziness. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. It's not about what you look like in the mirror, but about how you feel, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to show you guys some pull-ups. You know, a lot of people ask me to demonstrate exercises and to show you guys how to, do certain things or how I do certain things. And I've talked to you guys about mastering your body weight, right? We should all want to master our body weight because it's going to help us maintain a steady body weight, a consistent body weight, right? Because you're going to be more aware of these things, these changes, these fluctuations in weight. You'll notice when you're training with your body weight often, right? And you're becoming stronger using your body weight. So we talk about some pull-ups. We're going to go over some pull-ups today. Now, there's two different kinds of, pull-ups / chin-ups that people think about. You have one when your hands are outwards, right, facing away from you, which is a pull-up, and then you have your hands, your palms facing towards you, right, which is a chin-up, ladies and gentlemen, right? So know the difference, a pull-up and a chin-up. Anyone that knows these two differences, right, these two variations is a big difference. This is often a lot easier for people to do. It's more of a natural movement for our body. This is a little bit more difficult for people to do. So these are the kinds of things that we have to be aware of. So we're gonna go over pull-ups here at the edge of this deck here. It's not a traditional pull-up bar. Also, when you think about doing pull-ups and you think about the bars people use, the thicker a bar is, the harder it's gonna be for you to pull up. The thinner a bar, easier for you to get your hand and grip around it, you're going to have better pulling force, all right? Kind of makes sense, right? If you can't really get your hand around the bar, you can't really pull up, right? So think about these kinds of things. Now, what we wanna focus on when we're doing these pull-ups is we want to focus on keeping our body in a nice straight line, okay? So a nice straight line, we want to keep everything tight here, okay? That's what we want to do. Keep everything nice and tight, everything straight, and we just want to pull straight up, okay? Now, when we're doing this, like I said, you want to keep your body in a straight line, almost like a hollowed out position, right? Everything rigid when you're pulling your body up. Everything rigid, guys. You saw I kept in a straight line there. I didn't bend my legs back. I didn't use any body English. I didn't rock myself. You keep yourself in a nice straight line. You keep everything tight. Everything. That's going to give you more pulling power. I'm telling you guys right now, brace your core, right? Keep your legs straight, everything nice and tight. And we want to think about pulling with our elbows. Now, I know that sounds a little bit weird. You think that you're pulling with your hands, right? But you want to think about bringing your elbows down to your rib cage. That's kind of how you want to think about pulling your elbows down. You're not necessarily pulling your hands. You're pulling your body up by pulling the elbows, forcing them down. Just like that. That's what you want to think about. So like I said, there's a little bit of a different grip here. There's not a bar or traditional pull-up bar that most people use. So it is a little bit different, all right? My hands are not gripping around this. They're kind of hovering on the edge like this. But remember, the technique is the same. Everything in a tight straight line, right? Everything tight. Don't be rocking. Don't do any of this stuff. Don't do your legs like this. It's not going to be as effective. Nice straight line. Elbows to the rib cage. Straight down. Nice. Full range of motion here. Up. Down to the starting position. Okay? Up. Back down to the position. Remember, pulling the elbows down. Everything in a straight line, hollowed out, right? No rocking movements. Don't kick your legs back. And you don't have to do a lot of reps, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Oftentimes when I'm doing the pull-ups in a routine, I'm usually only doing about 5 at a time, maybe 10 if I really want to, get a little bit more. But I'm not doing a bunch of reps. You don't have to do 20, 30 reps at a time. And most people can't even do that. Because most people, guys, the truth is, can't even do one. They can't. Pull-ups are very hard. They're not easy. That's why when you go to the gym, you don't really see people doing pull-ups like that. Or if you see them doing pull-ups, they're often doing chin-ups, or they're not doing them right. They're doing a lot of body English, right? They're rocking themselves up. And I get it. But remember, to master your body weight, you must do it under proper form, right? You should be doing the push-ups correctly, right? Not cheating yourself, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're just cheating yourself here. You're not going to become stronger or get any better if you're cheating yourself during these workouts, right? And not allowing yourself to get stronger and get better at these things. Because eventually you'll be able to do these, no problem, ladies and gentlemen. It won't even be a big deal. Like I said, you have to start from something. Think about starting from either a dead hang or hanging at the top of it, okay? So So think about just doing this, getting up and hanging as hard as you can, and then fighting yourself on your way down. Trying to get up there, jump up, hang, and then fight yourself on the way down. Or you could just do hangs. Practice the hangs, Ready? Practice getting in that position, the hollowed out position, ladies and gentlemen. All right, pull-ups, remember, pull-ups, chin-ups, ladies and gentlemen. All right?